Hello and welcome to the Power Boost meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme Lost in Love. Lost in Love. It's like we all have love. Love is our natural nature. But being lost in love, being lost in divine love, love that the divine has for the soul, when I get lost in that love, it's only then that I find my true self. In losing myself in the divine love, I find my true self. It's like the true self is covered with a lot of different layers of influences of external world. And these layers don't allow the natural self to be expressed in a natural way. And so these layers need to be dissolved. And so only when I lose myself, I've completely submerged in God's love, that these layers get dissolved. And then these layers are removed. And so when we say that we have love, that's the first step. But then we need to also take our love to that extent where the soul feels the soul is now lost in love. And so it's a beautiful experience, and realizing that in that moment there's just the soul and the divine, and rest everything else, everyone else just fades away. It's like just one divine and none other. It's in that experience that we say it's getting lost in love. When we say remembering the divine, but then when the soul is lost in love, it's like remembering the divine alone, and nothing else, no one else. And in meditation, aim is to experience that state where the mind comes under the influence of God. It's like all the other influences no longer have any impact on the soul, but only the influence of the divine. And then in that moment, the soul really wakes up. The soul is able to experience in that moment a mind very close to the mind of God. The soul is able to feel what God is feeling because the soul is lost in that love. And so when the soul, I lose all the uh, impacts, influences of the story, and I choose to just drop them. And even for a few minutes, when we completely lose ourselves in that love, that's when the real experience and real transformation takes place. So in this month of love, let us aim to experience that state in our meditation. So let us take a few moments as we settle down. We rest ourselves, rest the body. we come into this space of just being myself. I realize that there may be many influences of the external world on the soul. The actions that I perform in this drama of life do often leave an impact on the soul. And I realize that these layers come in the way of my experience of my truth. So, in this few minutes, I choose to experience my true self being lost in the love of God. As I realize that I, the soul, have come from above, my home of light, beyond the limitations of the story. I just see myself as a subtle, tiny, blissful point of light. The story world is down below. The soul is who I am. In my home of silence, I experience a presence of the divine. The only one who knows me as I am. The only one who loves me unconditionally. Even if I forget myself, I forget the divine in our relationship. The divine never forgets me. The divine is always there to take care. I become very comfortable in the presence of this loving light, this all accepting light, light that doesn't expect anything from me, light that is only love. In this moment, it's just I, the being of light, in the presence of the supreme, the divine light. I experience being pulled by the magnet of love. I allow myself to be loved by this one, the supreme, the source, the one with whom I, the soul, have all relationships. The essence of all relationships is with the divine. As I begin to experience this love, I feel I'm going deeper and deeper as I lose the consciousness of the story. Nothing in the story matters. It's all temporary. It's all just a game. This moment in eternity where I'm dissolved, lost in the experience of divine love is what is important for me. My heart opens up in this depths of love. It's just the silent presence that assures me that I'm comfortable, safe, that I'm secure in being myself. The silent knowing that I am loved unconditionally, irrespective of everything else. Just feeling and dissolving in this divine presence, this divine light. Makes me whole again. It allows me to experience the sky, to experience what God experiences. a mind that is free, a mind that is naturally grounded in truth, that doesn't have the ability to create attachments, a mind that is only lost in love. I feel completely being under the influence of this love. And as I come back, come back into the story, this healing divine love is brought back, and I, the soul, I am naturally myself, my true self. I have found myself having lost in this love. Om Shanti. Thank you.